top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, go timeouts. Change them quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Bend on keeping my head.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready up. Ready?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Fury, yellow. Zoom, black. Mike, 60.
Ritter to throw it. Stiff-armed him. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3.
And London, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Black Ultra.
Ritter now. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Red, cycle.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Etienne once more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, Burns. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Burns. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down to the sack. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. 27 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
52 blaster. Slide 2. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Steel, black. Black shot. Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, Burns. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
Off play action. Burns.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Third and long now, Ritter.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Looking to throw on second down. Burns.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Blaster 6. Hut, hut.
Ritter back to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the ball. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Down.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Hut.
Going quickly out wide to Moore.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on. Set.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 31 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Kurt, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. ETN up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's a give to Bigsby. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Burns. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on 2nd down. Burns. He completes it to Ridley.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Burns. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
On 4th down, Burns. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Logan Clark to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Smash, break. Set.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
Ridder will set up to throw it. Completion here to Claypool.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Here's Ridder.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into it.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is tight end Ingram.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
The 13-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Looking to throw. Burns. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Burns escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But his linebacker's just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one. That one, the quickest.
Off the play fake. Burns. Under pressure, they got him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3-3. White. Set, cut.
Ritter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Burns. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Burns. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Looking to throw. Burns. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down. Burns. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Burns. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Burns. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Third and short, Ritter. He's got the connection to Moore.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready?
1st down, here's Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open is Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Burns.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is brought in at the 21.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Down.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Ready.
Ritter to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
46-yard line.
10 cycles. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
They go quickly here out to Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Ridder now. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his own.
Touchdown, Falcons! Rondale Moore from 3 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to keep taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Blue. Striker. 3-3.
49-yard line.
Hut.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
This is caught by Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
On 1st down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Shifts by him. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Drill green. Go red.
Now Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Christian Kirk. A gain of 17. But it brings up third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jaguars, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.